He is one of country music's biggest heartthrobs. Luke Bryan is famous for catchy anthems that have earned him not only die-hard fans, but also some pretty big awards. This is your second year in a row hosting the award show with Blake Shelton, and you are also up for 3 awards: Entertainer of the Year, Best Album, and Best Male Vocalist. Is there like one on that list that you really want to win, or do you just want them all?
Well, you obviously you want them all. I'm just playing, but I mean, anytime you're nominated for Entertainer of the Year, it's a huge honor, it's just a huge honor to be up for Entertainer of the Year, and it's historically been the biggest award of the night. So, but being nominated, well, first of all, Blake and I, our focus is doing a great job hosting. And then after the hosting goes well, then you want to, then you want to do your performance as well, and then you got to be in your spot for all the nominations. But it's a busy night for Blake and I. We've got nominations and performances and stuff, but it'll be a wild rocket ship from the time the show kicks off till it ends.
Hosting a show like this has got to be really nerve-wracking. Are you more nervous to host the show than you are to perform in front of just thousands and thousands and thousands of screaming crazy fans?
Well, hosting does kind of pose the biggest amount of anxiety, because you want to do a great job hosting, and it's the one element that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone. I mean, performing is kind of my comfort zone, but the bottom line for me is just get up there and make the most of the whole night. And last year I was pretty nervous. Doing in every role that I had. So this year I'm a little more calm and a little more excited about settling into my role as a host.
You have to have a good rapport, I imagine, with Blake Shelton. Are you guys divas behind stage? Do you get along? Do you ignore each other once the cameras go off?
We're typically cutting up the whole time, and we have a great on-camera relationship and a fun off-camera relationship too. We're big buddies, and we have a good time with this.
Are you campaigning at all? I have the Vote for Luke Bryan as 2014 ACM Entertainer of the Year page up right here. Are you doing any active campaigning?
We're campaigning a little bit. Go on and click vote. Yeah, go on and vote for me there now. Go ahead.
I have a question here from Bonnie, who says, I know you love your fans, but do you get upset when fans fight at concerts or invade your personal space?
I get more upset when fans obviously fight at one of my concerts. It's very aggravating, because there's always children around, and as far as my personal space, I mean, I wouldn't say, my wife and I, we're living in a neighborhood now. We have fans come by the house, and we enjoy that they come by. I mean, I don't consider that a hindrance. I mean, so, now if somebody sneaks up on my tour bus, and I walk up there and they've, trespassed, that gets a little interesting. You don't really appreciate that. But if I'm out in the public and my fans want to come up to me while I'm eating dinner or anything like that, that's never really bothered me. I tell people, hey, you better get your picture while you can.
Time is such a strange thing in that you can step back, and it gives other people perspective too on just how crazy and silly in a lot of ways it was, but it did change our life.